can't guess what I've been making lately. I bet you can't guess. I've been making another pattern. This is my Lyte phone sling bag pattern. I came up with this little bag because I needed a little tiny bag. I don't like carrying big chunky bags with me all the time. I just wanted a sleek, flat bag that I could just pop my phone in, go down the beach, put my keys, I don't know, take my diary with me. Someone trying to book an appointment with me at some point. And I wanted a zip compartment on the back so I could put my cash in, or my phone. The phone does fit in here. My phone does. It's not the latest version of an iPhone. It's not huge. So without the case, it does fit in the back securely. But the whole point was to be able to put it in the front there so I can just whip my phone out, put it back in, and it's nice and secure and it's against me. I didn't want a big rifling around in pockets. I've made it in quilt cotton. I've made it in vinyl. I'll get it right. That's canvas. The grey one's canvas with waterproof lining. That's the cotton Alison glass fabric, the feature fabric, has got waterproof canvas and cotton inside it. And the vinyl one is vinyl with waterproof canvas on the inside. I've also made it in other fabrics. I've made it in ripstop nylon, waterproof canvas, the whole thing. So just change the colour of the pockets. Another version, waterproof canvas. It goes well together with waterproof canvas. It's really easy to sew. I'm not going to say it's beginner friendly. It's not. It's an intermediate to confident beginner to intermediate sewing pattern, if I'm being completely honest, because there are some curves. There is hardware that you might not have used before. So you can put press stud fasteners in or magnets. Is the magnet version. On the templates you get the markings for the magnets and for the stud fasteners, depending on which ones you choose. They all come together exactly the same. And for the vinyl version, I've included some tips on changing a few pieces just to accommodate the thickness of the vinyl. The vinyl that I've used is very lightweight vinyl with no stretch. You don't need to interface vinyl, but some vinyl is quite stretchy. It wouldn't work. So I'll put recommendations in for sewing the vinyl, how to avoid the grinning edges where the stitches try and show through, and for the turning and stuff like that. But it's all turned through a very large gap. So there's no awkward turning, there's no sewing around the neck of the machine, none of that. I wouldn't have enjoyed making that. So I made it flat, it's just a bit of clever folding. And all of the seams at the sides have been kept out of the seams so that there's no extra bulk here, because that's what builds up on multiple pocket bags. So I hope you like it. You would need to look at the list for all the hardware that you're going to need, zips and sizes of D-rings. There is a bit of sewing quite close to D-rings. I deliberately did that because I didn't want two little dog ears sticking off the end. I hate that. So there is a bit of precision going on and sewing around the curves, but included in the templates is stitching guidelines so that you can sew exactly the same as me, because they're the notes that I always use when I'm sewing something or making something, and I've included all that in there. They're all to size. So you get A4 size, US letter size, a 29-page document. It's very pagey, with all instructions, images, diagrams, step by step. Every element of the bag has got a step-by-step process, and then you complete that step and then you move on to the next step, and you can create one of these Lyte phone slings. Thanks for watching, and good luck if you get the pattern.